Yeah! As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else, where we do not teach you how to rise to the occasion. We teach you how to fall to your level of preparation, meaning prepping, day in and day out, getting yourself, staying ready so you don't have to get yourself ready. Falling to your level of preparation. We're in the sports month now, right? We're in that month of October. We got football in full swing. We got baseball going to the postseason. We got basketball getting started up. This is when the Move Swiftly brand, the Move Swiftly sports marketing platform comes to life, baby. Woo! It comes to life. It comes to life in so many different ways because you get that sports month where it's all here now. Everything. We're the last couple days in September, and now it's October, and now we're getting back to what the way the world should be. All sports, all day, every day. All right. So all that being said, let me get into today's Make You Move Mondays. Make You Move Monday kickoff question along with us. So there's two things happening today on the live stream. Make sure you, by the way, comment, like, subscribe, share this out. Two things happening on the live stream today. Number one, again, the Make You Move Monday kickoff question, which I'm going to address briefly here. But also, at the last Monday of every month, I break down what my goals were last month, see how I did, give myself a grade, do this publicly, and then we set some goals up for next month, or I talk you through the goals that I have for next month. And these are attainable goals. I don't never do more than 3, just things that need to get done in the direction we need to be focused on. That's how you give your life some purpose. That's how you give your life some direction. That's how you give your life an understanding of this is where I am now, it's where I want to be in the future, but I got to take the short-term steps. I got to take the steps to get there day in and day out, all right? That's the way it's supposed to work. You got to have your goals written down somewhere that you can get to right now so you can get better, all right? So all that being said, let's get into the Make You Move Monday kickoff question today. We are breaking down the difference. What is the difference? Here it is, all right? Plain and simple, because I deal with it every single day. Been dealing with it every single day for the past fucking decade, over a decade. Ever since I stopped playing football, I've been dealing with this very question. And even during my last 2 years of playing college football, I played for a small Division I program named Stony Brook University, and this was the issue with a lot of the smaller programs at the Division I level. It's right here. What is the difference? There's not a clear difference. Too often do people not have a clear difference between convenient leadership and real leadership, all right? They have to understand, all right? That's the question. Do you know the difference between convenient leadership and real leadership? Convenient leadership is like this 7-Eleven that I go to every once in a while. It's always open. If you want some coffee, whatever time of day, it's always open. Now, real leadership is when you have to actually reserve a spot, spend some time, spend in a couple months, save up a little cash here and there so you can go eat at this high-class 5-star restaurant. Real leadership is when you've built something like that. Convenient is when you're just always available and, they come to you, when people come to you and you just do whatever. Real leadership is different. And the problem that we have in pretty much all organizations, I wouldn't even put this in a situation where it's just one or two. It's all organizations because of what the internet has done and the following that any, Joe Schmo can get out there, the group of friends, the connected world that we live in is there's a lot of folks out there who are confused with this concept, and they think because they have a lot of vanity metrics, because they have a ton of followers, because they have a ton of just people around them or interact with a lot of different people, now that automatically propels them to be a leader. That is not the case. That's just being convenient, all right? Real leaders do things that are unpopular. Real leaders really don't have a whole lot of following. They know how to lead the right people, lead the right way. And the biggest takeaway from today's Move Swiftly Thought and throughout this entire week when we're going to be discussing it is accountability. They are the first ones willing to take some accountability for their shit. And when you take the accountability, this is the way it works, all right? You take the accountability for something, you're often given more responsibility, which in many ways, in many situations, if you do it the right way, that leads to more money, all right? And I'm going to end with that. I want you guys to really take that into consideration because we're going to be discussing it throughout the entire week, is the folks out there who take some accountability for their shit, they're often given more responsibility, which in many ways leads to more cash, more money. More responsibility means more actual money in your pocket because you're taking the accountability for things that need to be done. That's the way it works. But it's not going to work if you're more on the convenient leadership side. You have to be a real leader right now in order to even have the mindset of really taking accountability for certain things. So again, we're going to we're going to dive deeper into all of this throughout the entire week. Main website to check out to dive deeper into all the work I do. It's makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.